Cheating is one of the biggest issues that us females have a hard time dealing with. And in this video, I just want to try to offer you another option of how to deal with it. And it's going to be easier said than done. And the reason is because of my experiences in life may be very different from yours. For one, I've been engaged 3 different times, and I've loved. And I've loved hard, but all of them were different types of love, and I didn't know I can experience different types of love. And the only reason why I was able to experience those different types of love is because each time it was over with one, I allowed myself to stay open to receive love the next time. I didn't grow bitter, I didn't get upset and just, close myself in. So that's the first piece of advice that I would say to you is, if you've been cheated on and if you moved on, do not close yourself up. Keep yourself open, because there's so many different types of love, and different men will bring you different types of experiences and different types of emotion, and therefore you will experience different types and different levels of love. So definitely keep yourself open. Also, a lot of you may be married or have kids with this man that is cheating. And so you have to ask yourself, is the relationship still worth keeping? Because you do have children, and I'm not saying stay in it for the children, but if you have decided to make and create a life with this person, then give them the benefit of the doubt that they are still worthy of it. So what I would ask is that when you find out that you've been cheated on, sit down and have a conversation and find out why. 9 times out of 10, you're going to find out that it wasn't you, it wasn't really your fault. It's just that maybe the other person was able to provide a need or a want that you couldn't provide. It is not that you can't, it's just that you are built differently than the next woman. So you may be a very strong, independent woman who doesn't need a man to rescue her, where another woman may be in need of rescuing. And depending on that man, he may need both of that. He may need to feel like he needs to rescue someone all the time. And then sometimes he may need a break and say, I want a strong, independent woman. And so therefore he needs that. And then it's easier to think of it this way when you think about yourself. And this is going to bring me to the option that I'm going to give you. When you think about yourself, ask yourself honestly, the relationship you're in right now, the man that you're with right now, do they satisfy every single need and want for you? The answer is probably no, they don't, because it's humanly impossible to satisfy everything, because we are growing beings. We're always growing, we're always learning. And the more we grow, the more we learn, and the more experiences we have in life, the more we evolve. And therefore there's new wants and there's new needs, and one person can't always satisfy it. Sometimes it's up to you to satisfy them, and then sometimes somebody else might bring that to the table. So what I also offer is, if you feel like you are really good friends with this person that you're in a relationship with and they cheated on you, and you feel like, well, okay, they're still worth a try, I would say sit down and have a conversation and find out why. And this is the other little thing that I think you should do. It's not little, but when you do sit down and you find out that it was a need or a want that they needed from another person, this is your time to be honest with them as well and say, well, I have some needs and I have some wants that you don't also fulfill. So since you were able to do that, I think it's only fair that I'm able to do it as well. So it could either be an open relationship that you are offering, or you're offering some time out for yourself. Maybe now that he's been caught, and if he wants to get back into the relationship, maybe he should allow you the same privilege. The privilege of going outside and finding someone who also can satisfy something that he lacks. Who knows what it could be? Maybe the man that you're at home with, maybe he's not in the best physical, shape. Maybe there's a guy out there who's, in tip-top shape, who goes to the gym and works it out, and you want to be satisfied with that. All I'm saying is, Miss Honey, we have needs and we have wants too. And when our man cheats on us, don't always look at that as a bad thing. Maybe look at it as an opportunity for you to also be able to get what you want and what you need. And don't make it a material thing, because materials come and go. Miss Honey, make it an experience thing. If what you want and what you need, it should be something of an experience, because an experience will stay with you for a lifetime. Material stuff, they come and they go and they break down and they don't last. But an experience is something that you can take to the grave. You know, if you get sick or something happens to you, you will have that experience to think back on and laugh at, or, you know, reminisce about something. So I'm always an advocate for experiences over material things. That's my piece of advice. Instead of always thinking cheating is a bad thing, think of it as an opportunity to explore your relationship on another level. Maybe this is the time to explore having an open relationship where both of you find other people that can satisfy different needs and different wants, but you two still keep it together for yourself, because you're good friends and you have something good going on, or maybe you're good business partners, or maybe you're good parents and you want to stay, you know, in the home, and you want to provide, you know, two parents for the household for your children. Sometimes cheating is not always a bad thing once you find out. Now, if it turns out that he says, well, no, you know, I'm the only one that has wants and needs. I'm the only one that needs to be satisfied by two people. You do not need to have other wants and needs. If that becomes the issue, then Miss Honey, you have some choices to make. Because if you can understand why he cheated, then he needs to understand why you now need to cheat, okay? So I'm not saying two wrongs make a right, but what I'm saying is, let's all be adult about life and understand that, yes, we are human beings and we always can't satisfy someone fully, because we're always growing. And so instead of throwing a relationship out of the, you know, window, work on it from a different point. Work on it from, okay, you cheated. Why did you cheat? Do you still need to see this person? If they still feel the need to see this person, then okay. If you're okay with it, then say, okay, I understand it. I'm going to allow that. But I also have needs and I also have wants. And so now you're going to allow me to do the same thing. And if he says no, Miss Honey, he can't be the only one that has wants and needs, and you can't be satisfied. Because I know damn well he doesn't think that you don't have other wants and needs. There's no way in the world you're sitting up here saying, oh, he supplies everything. His sex game is the only game that I need. Miss Honey, I'm sure there's other things that you need, and this is the opportunity to try to get those things. Again, I know it's easier said than done, but cheating is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's just another option to explore your relationship and take it to another level. That's how I see it. It's a time to explore your relationship, have another talk, and figure it out. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I will see you on Facebook.